My name is Ken Anderson. I'd like to introduce you to my simple project. It was we're going to be a 20 by 30 shop and a place to park my sports car. And then I decided we wanted the dimensions to be able to pull a pusher RV all the way through it. So then I knew I was at 20 feet base height, and that's when we went and talked to LV and said, let's make it where we can put the apartment above. And then from then it just, when we saw the size of the logs, as Michael started to say, we either go big or go home, because to stay dimensionally, everything we did, you can see all the trim and everything, we just went big.
My name is Michael Yoder. I'm the owner of Yoder's Construction here in northwest Montana. We do custom building of about any kind, log construction, as you can see here behind me. We do conventional stick frame buildings, some pretty high-end remodels, do quite a bit of masonry rock work too. So this building that you see here is a project we did in 2015. It's basically a round post and beam style or timber frame building that was kind of custom built from the ground up. The footprint of the building is 42 by 52, and the side walls are about 19 feet, I think, up to the eave. The logs are absolutely massive. They're the biggest logs that they could find that they had in their yard. We actually had to break up the window sizes on top, so we've got several extra diagonal cross members on the gable end up there, just because the sizes were bigger than what we could get windows for. So
then we decided, well, you know, it's so blocky, let's put a crow's peak on it. And I thought that was just a beautiful touch. Some of my wife sees some of this that I don't, and her and Michael are more the creative side. Then back here, for instance, this has only got 3 logs that are true. These middle spans are false, but it was such a large space I wanted to break it up. These are just beauty.
So this was probably one of the more interesting and fun parts of the project, because after the main structure was up, this was one of the finishing touches that we put on here for him. About a 3/4 spiral and then a few straight steps on the bottom. And one interesting side note thing I remember when we were putting up these logs is these corner posts weighed so much. The crane wasn't even able to pick it up, but we had a crane and a Skytrack both on it to get that one in place. So
they were all really heavy. But he had to move the reason why I remember that, he had to move his crane because he couldn't articulate. He was set up right out here, and he placed all the others, and he needed to get to there, and he couldn't do it because he said, this log's heavier than everything else we've lifted. I thought, how did they know where all these pieces go? Well, he came out here, and it snapped together like you were putting together Lincoln logs. It was amazing. These doors are 20-foot doors, 12 feet wide. So you can pull an RV in and straight through. Your doors would open obviously right here to the stairway. Everything height-wise remains comfortable to be able to pull the entire RV inside. This ends up being 1,120 square feet of true living space on this side. This takes us into the bedroom. Then this will be ultimately the living space. We have the sun coming in, and it's over here, this look that it comes in right here. It's just amazing, and architecturally, I can just sit here and look at it. The kitchen, it's kind of an eyesore right now, but when we finish the kitchen, it really is something. This floor is amazing. Everything's done except for the appliances in the sink. I got to cut a hole for the sink. Takes you out on this is my grandmother's favorite spot when she comes. She just sits up here all day. I tell you, we have more people drive by just for the spiral staircase. Michael Yoder's dad came over and helped him build this. Michael had one in his house. like I say, people drive by just to see the spiral staircase. And then one thing I skipped is is another piece of Michael's work. Of course, all this inside except for the kitchen cabinets is Michael's work. You know, Michael does all this rock work. It's so amazing. Another piece of Michael's work is the bathroom. Vanity is not constructed yet, but it's designed, and it'll be very similar to the kitchen cabinets and the toilet. And then it's set up for a little washer and a dryer here. I'm always so proud of what he does. Yeah, Michael Yoder, he's my. I don't call him even my construction guy. He's my craftsman. I've never seen anybody who can leap from one type of craft to another. Tile work, woodwork, spiral staircases, stonework in the upstairs, the windows, the installation of all the BCI and lamb beam construction, this very complex construction pieces. I can't not only recommend him to anyone, I don't like to recommend him because then he's not available for me. And I jealously guard Michael as one of my resources.